Okay, so we're going to start off with one of the greatest guys that I found on the internet. That I'm still not sure if he's a troll or just this stupid, but it's a guy called D Marble. He's pretty well known in the flat Earth game. So yeah, we're gonna. I've not watched this video. I'm just gonna have a look. I'm not gonna bother putting it up on the screen just yet, just because I don't want to give him the airtime. But yeah, let's go through. I'm gonna watch it, and you guys can watch along. Let's go.
Shout out to Godless Engineer. Let me see what you got to say about this one.
FY Godless Engineer is a really good channel, and he knows his stuff. So it's kind of funny that he's challenging that already.
All right, so I'm just doing a quick follow-up video. Just put up a video concerning this particular article from NASA where they supposedly had a satellite taking pictures from a million miles away, showing the sun behind the satellite,
Awesome.
while the moon transits the well-lit side of the Earth, is how they described it. But shout out to Dan Pratt. He left a comment in that video basically pointing out what we're seeing here is actually the definition of an eclipse. All right, what we're supposed...
It's not D Marble. It's really not. And this is where he just doesn't understand that the moon can go in front of the Earth, and because of where it is, because of where the satellite is, it looks like it's directly in line. It's not like things can be in line but not lined up so that the shadows are on the Earth. It's him not understanding what's going on.
What we're seeing here is an eclipse. You know, the sun's behind us from our perspective, looking back at this fake Earth.
See, he actually says it himself from his perspective. He doesn't understand.
With no moving clouds. Check out my last video. And the moon passes in front of this globe. So what I did, came back to this particular article to see what date this took place. So the span of 5 hours, we got 3:50 p.m. to 8:45 p.m. on July 16th. So July 16th is basically a day where NASA is showing us that there was an eclipse.
No, they're showing you that's the time when the moon passed in front of the Earth, in front of the satellite. That's all they're showing. Sorry, dude. I think I know where this is going, but it's kind of funny, so we're just gonna let it.
All right.
See where it goes.
Sun's back here. Moon's between the Earth and the sun. That's an eclipse. That's the very definition. So I go on to Google and look.
I love how these people use Google as just fact. Like a lot of people, a lot of things are good for that, but like science stuff can get weakened, and just the first thing that they say, they always click on the first thing. If anybody knows that, sometimes it's the first thing is not right. It's not a reliable thing to just use constantly. That you need to check that the actual fact that you're researching is correct. Here it's completely regardless, because he's looking for lunar eclipses. He's looking for an eclipse basically the same time as the moon went in front that NASA are showing in this picture. There wasn't one.
4 eclipses. Were there any eclipses in 2015? Let me see. All I got was solar and lunar eclipses in 2015. 2 total lunar eclipses occur on April 4th and September 27th and 28th. Meanwhile, the total solar eclipse in March sweeps across the Arctic waters March 20th, partial event on September 13th. So it's not saying anything about an eclipse that took place on July 16th, 2015. So then I came over to Sky Telescope just to check the same thing, checking eclipses, because, hey, that.
He's just so confident, and that's what I think is really funny. He just doesn't understand. That's what so many of these people, that's why they're so dangerous. They just don't understand. They don't take the time to, if they don't understand something, they think it's fake. I.e., they don't understand how this actual video was posted. It's really cool, and I'll post a link to the actual video in the description. They just doesn't understand how this has been taken. So he doesn't understand it, therefore it's fake. Is basically what you get from a lot of these flat earthers. If they don't understand something, they immediately go to NASA faked it. Even though if you actually do the experiment with a camera, you actually see that the perspective is all correct in this video, and it is true. But yeah, let's keep going. Let's see where he goes with it.
I mean, we gotta trust our space agencies. Take their word for it. July 16th. What we're looking at here is an eclipse. So let's check out solar eclipses.
Again,
Solar and lunar eclipses in 2015 on a sky and telescope. So what we have here, let me see. There's a list.
Notice how he literally. I'm watching the video. He has literally gone past a point where it is showing what is happening. It's basically what is happening in this picture. If you look at the dates, I believe it's basically the different phase of the moon is what is going to be showing in this video. I think it's a new moon from seeing. I think it's Greater Sapien might have done a video on this. It basically said that what you would see is the phases of the moon across how you're not going to see an eclipse. He's basically skipped right past where it shows him a phase of the moon. And because flat earthers believe that the phases of the moon come from Earth putting a shadow on the moon, that's not how it works. It's the way the light hits the moon and where it is in relation to how the sunlight hits it. It just gives us the moon phases. It's got nothing to do with the Earth. So again, something they don't understand, so they either create something or they just say it's fake.
Okay, the 4 eclipses in 2015. There was the March 20th. I believe we heard about that one already. April 4th, September 13th, and September 27th/28th. So it would seem that there wasn't an eclipse documented on July 16th. Almost like NASA's just making stuff up. Weird. You would expect, I mean, you know. So if you can find an eclipse that was documented.
See, this is again. I hate to keep repeating myself, but they literally. I think I'm actually going to stop this video here because he is just going to rant on and on and on, and I just cannot be bothered. He is basically saying that he's looked at 2 things and it says it's not an eclipse. Now, as someone who would want to know what is going on, you might look into, okay, what actually is going on here. But they don't. They just stop straight there. It's fake. They don't actually think to look any deeper into what is going on. So, like, the sun is behind the camera, or in this case, it's behind the satellite. But they're not thinking of what, even though things are in line, they're not looking at what's going on and why certain things are happening. They just want to make up their own thing to fit their own beliefs, which are very stupid. How can, in their world, this is a question right back at D Marble, if he ever watches this video. Why, if you're saying that this is fake, I see the sun go below the horizon every night. If the sun is always orbiting above me, how can it disappear below a horizon? And it never gets any smaller. That's the important thing to remember. With this perspective nonsense that they talk about, it never gets smaller or disappears to a point. The sun stays the same size and disappears below the horizon. That cannot be explained in a flat Earth. So I'd love to see you try. Put your lab coat back on for that one as well, D, because that is hilarious when you do that. But yeah, that's enough of that for today. If you enjoyed this video, like below. Just comment on what you think. I'm not doing this for subscribers or for likes. I just want to see what other people think of the nonsense that these people put forward. It's ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense. And again, it's really dangerous, and I just think it needs to be snipped in the bud. I don't understand where they've come from, and what they want to achieve in the end, because I just don't see it achieving anything. All D Marble does is talk nonsense. For some reason, people will listen to him. He has no scientific background, neither do I. Not in any way. I would never employ you to listen to me if I came up with some whack job idea. But I just feel that it needs to be put to bed, and he just needs to be removed from the internet, because I'm not even sure if he is serious or if he is just the world's greatest troll. He might be, because he's probably getting money from his YouTube stuff, and that's wrong. Because there's much better people that aren't getting money from their videos, I would guess. But hey, shout out to Greater Sapien, Simon Dan, and Conspiracy Cats. They're the reason why I'm started. I've been watching videos for ages, and I just felt like, why not? Let's just try it. So yeah, shout out to them guys. They're awesome. Links to their channels below. Go and like them and subscribe. And yeah, hit me up if there's another stupid video. Like I say, I will work out how to sort of put them on the screen without getting in trouble for like violation. I'm not really sure how the other guys do it. I think they edit it down a lot. Hopefully the audio that you heard was okay, and I was describing sort of what he was skipping past. But yeah, please hit the little subscribe button down there. And yeah, more chats and more videos oncoming. And D Marble, come at me with a little response. I'd bloody love it, because you've commented on stuff that I've commented on a few times under a different name, but this is the one I want you to come back at now. Or other flat earthers. Hey, come on, Nathan Oakley. Come on, you retard. Let's be having you.